Morning. It's Monday morning. I'm going to start the morning with a cup of coffee and one of my own mugs with my own artwork on it, and I'm themed with the t-shirt on as well. Anyway, I thought I'd show you a little bit about how my artwork is created, and what I tend to do is I'll have either a whiteboard behind me, a Word document, or I'll just have a Photoshop document open like this, and I'll throw the words down that are polluting my mind, that are zooming around in the negative loop or even the positive loop, and just throw them on a piece of paper to try and suck them out and get some life in the real world. What I'll then do as well is I'll go to Envato Elements or Shutterstock, or I'll look at my own photographs and I'll find a core image which I can extract, and I use the amazing Photoshop object selection tool, and then do select and refine and all that sort of stuff to clean it up. And then again back to either Shutterstock or Envato Elements, and find some accompanying images to it which feel right to match the words that I've got. So we've got a whirlpool sucking you in, we've got water, we've got waves, we've got clouds, we've got evil hands, we've got chains and all that sort of stuff which tie in with the words. I'll then start building the artwork, and the artwork you can see on the left hand side here, we've got on the right hand side here even we've got the layers which I've used to create the artwork all stacked together, and so let's just quickly show you that. So this is a work in progress at the moment, that reflect the words which I showed you a moment ago, and I'm not 100% certain on this at the minute. It doesn't float my boat quite yet. To me, there's something missing from it at the moment, and the model image is the bit that's worrying me, in that it's too flat. When you get closer to it, yeah, you can see her crumbling away, bits of her falling away, but you can see straight behind her into the water, into the ocean, and I think it needs to be a bit deeper, a little bit more depth within that element of her. So I've got to work on this a little bit, I think. But if you look a little bit closer, what you'll also see is within elements there are things like this. You've got her heart exploding out the back. It's a mechanical heart, and there's a reason for that. And then you've got the lightning bursting out of her back with threads and things, which I'm going to change to cables, I think, so that it's showing that she's a sort of like a manipulated robot in reality. But hey, and the hands and the chains and everything that's stopping her and keeping her in this position of disappointment, frustration, anger, loss, all those negatives that were in my head, and which we looked at here, all this. So this is the root of my artwork. This is where it all comes from, and then this is how I progress it and move it through by adding texture, adding images together, to blend something that didn't exist, perhaps things that you wouldn't associate as being together, and linking those into a meaningful image that has a story behind it. Because as I go, as these words sort of like develop, there will be a joint and a link between these words, and a story which will develop in my mind to go with this, and that too will be part of the artwork. But as I say, at the moment it's not floating me boat too much. It's good, it's fun, it was useful to create it, and it was useful to get those negative thoughts out of my head, but it's not quite at the standard that I want it at yet. It's not quite got that it's not quite got that oomph. So yeah, have a look at it, see what you think. If you want to make a comment about it, if you got a suggestion, you've got an idea, you got something I can build into it, if you want me to. I mean, I did think about putting like hands coming out of it, but that didn't work. It wasn't right. I did look at octopus tentacles coming out. But again, didn't work for me. It wasn't right. So I'm not sure. It'll get done. It'll get finished. But it's served its purpose to help me clear those negative emotions out of my mind. It may just end up filed away, never to be seen again. But hey, it might get finished, and it might be on my wall soon, or on a t-shirt or a mug soon. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling now. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment if you want me to do anything else about this image, or you've got any ideas that it sparks in your head, and just let me know what you think. All right, bye bye.